All right, what's up, guys? So I wanted to add my 2 cents to this ongoing debate between the Nintendo Switch 2 and the Steam Deck. Here's the thing: I have both platforms or handheld consoles. I get because the Steam Deck would be more so considered a handheld PC, and then the Switch would be more so considered a handheld console. I feel like that right there should tell you everything that you need to know. That yes, of course, the Steam Deck is going to be a little bit more compatible when it comes to handheld gaming PCs. I guess, like, if it was only because, like, no, I remember figuring that out. I can't remember how, but there was a way of how you could switch to like a kind of like a desktop mode for the not Nintendo Switch, but for the Steam Deck. And yeah, the Switch it can't do that. It's like it's designed for gaming. Now, yes, the Steam Deck it's also designed for gaming, but they do have like that handheld gaming features and stuff, or handheld PC features and things. So my thing is this: if we're comparing another handheld console to the Nintendo Switch, that would be a fair argument. If we're comparing another handheld gaming PC to the Steam Deck, that would be a fair argument. Trying to compare the both, knowing that one is like tech wise far beyond what the other one is capable of. Yeah, it's not a fair fight. That's like comparing me to I'm trying to think of somebody. Mark Henry, prime Mark Henry, not like it's not a fair fight. It never will be a fair fight. But yeah, I guess for somebody that doesn't own the Steam Deck or the Switch 2 and you're wondering which one should I get between the two, I guess like if you're wanting to play Nintendo based games, because there are a lot of good games on Nintendo, and I would say, in my opinion, if you're wanting to get games that are like fully functional, not no having to constantly update and all that stuff, Nintendo will probably be your best option. Because I'm like, I think if they do updates, like when it comes to Mario Kart, Legend of Zelda, Animal Crossing, I'm trying to think like just yeah, any Nintendo. I mean, there are some like Nintendo based games where they like they're not made by Nintendo, like Fortnite for an example. Where it's like it might have more updates than the other games. But other than that, for the most part, every game that I've played on the Switch has always worked properly. Versus on Steam, it's like there's a lot of games on there where you won't be getting your money's worth. So I'm not trying to say that the Steam Deck it's a bad platform or handheld gaming device, but I will say that when it comes down to like gaming, yeah, Steam Deck does have a lot of options, but at the same time, a lot of those games be bugged out, glitchy, don't work properly. Like if you wanted to play, there's this racing game that just recently came out. If you wanted to play this racing game called Project Motor Racing, that game will most likely end up crashing on you. Plus, on top of that too, there's Steam Deck, so that's the thing what people need to understand, I guess. Like they're thinking like every game is going to be compatible on the Steam Deck. That's not the case. So if you do check Steam's, and that's what I would personally recommend you do, go check the games that are verified because they got the games that are verified, playable, and then unsupported. So the playable games, yeah, those are the games where they optimize it for the Steam Deck. Then yeah, the verified and then playable, that's like they do work on the Steam Deck. It's just that it's not going to be as optimized as a game that's verified. So like if you take Cyberpunk 2077, like I had to say that's a game that's been released on both platforms. But if you take Cyberpunk 2077 and it'll play perfectly fine on the Steam Deck, play perfectly fine on the Nintendo Switch. But let's say if you take a game like the new Skate game for an example, because Skate, I don't think that game is Steam Deck verified. Let me see, because I do have it installed still. Been a while since I played it. But yeah, it's no, it's actually not even playable. It's unsupported. So they say Valve's testing indicates that Skate is unsupported on Steam Deck. Some or all of this game currently doesn't function on Steam Deck. And so yeah, I think they are trying to work on it. But other than that, they don't have Skate. They should add Skate to the Nintendo Switch. I think that would actually be kind of cool to play on there and stuff. But anyways, but yeah, other than that, not like, yeah, there's games that are not supported. So you'll buy the Steam Deck thinking, oh, I can go and play this game. I can play that game. Like, if, yeah, especially if you have a gaming PC and you're all like, oh, there's all these different games I can play. So if you have, because I have like, I think maybe over 300 games that I've played on the I wonder, hold on for a second. I want to check. So I have over 500 games, and then I think my Steam Deck is kind of it's across the room right now. I should just pause the video, but I think only maybe like 90 to 100 of those 500 games are supported. From what I last remember when I did play on my Steam Deck not too long ago, but yeah, not every game is supported. Versus on the Nintendo Switch, any game that you see on there, whether it's the Switch 1 or Switch 2, preferably talking on the Switch 2, but yeah, any game that you see in the store, it's playable. So that's why I'm like, I just think that it's not a fair fight. Like, people are trying to compare two different handheld gaming devices, and it's like it's not fair. Like, one is capable of doing more, but also at the same time is limited. Same with the other one. It's like, yeah, the Steam, or not Steam Deck, but the Nintendo Switch, like, if they wanted to, if Nintendo wanted to, they could do more, but at the same time it is also limited to just Nintendo based games, just like how it is with the Steam Deck. It's like a game that's verified and optimized, but it's like not every game is going to be verified and optimized. So you'll see a game where it's like, oh man, I really want to play this game on the go, but it's not verified. Because I think there was one game I did remember I tried to play. I think it was that Tokyo Extreme Racer. Let me see. They might have changed it since then, but I just remember at one point I was trying to play that game, and it wasn't. Yeah, it's not Steam Deck verified, at least back then. Let's see. Oh, so it's playable. I just remember when I tried playing it on the Steam Deck, that game it was very laggy. So yeah, I was like, man, I mean, I guess like if they wanted to like come out with a Switch 2 version, then yeah, they would have to just optimize it, probably rework on it and all that stuff. But yeah, I just overall think like if a game, that's how I look at it. If a game is playable on the Switch 2, then it'll be playable on the Steam Deck. But it's really left up to the person on whether or not they want to buy, because both of them do cost around the same price, I believe. Let's see how much a Nintendo Switch. So, oh yeah, what? Yeah, it's $449 to get the Switch by itself, and then it's $499 to get the Switch and the Mario Kart World bundle. Here's the thing. This is what I'm gonna say about Mario Kart World. I know people probably ask, is it funner than Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? In my opinion, no. And maybe if they had it where it was kind of set up on like the like Forza, or like if they had like missions that you can do in the open world stuff, then I think I would have a little bit more fun with it. But yeah, other than that, Mario Kart World, they don't have as many tracks as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So if you are wanting to get, like, if you are like, I want to get a Switch 2, then yeah, get the Switch 2 but without the bundle. So the $449 edition. But I guess like if you do, like, if you're a Mario Kart fan, you're like, I want to get them all, then yeah, just go ahead and get whatever it is that you want to get. But anyways, and then with the Steam Deck, the OLED, because that's the one that I have the OLED, and you could get that on whatchamacallit, Steam. They're actually the Steam website. So they have the 512 gigabyte one, which is $549, and then they got the 1 terabyte one, which is $649. And I will say that is the downfall to the Switch 2, is that it doesn't have like a terabyte worth of memory and things. I think like they got like, I think the Switch 2s comes with 256 gigabytes, and then I think you could get you a memory card that's like 512 gigabytes. Games don't really take up that much space unless it's like them big games like WWE, Madden, stuff like that. But as far as like if you're just wanting to get it just for the Nintendo-based games, yeah, you like if you want to get Legend of Zelda, both of the Legend of Zelda games, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, the Mario Kart games, what else? The Donkey, yeah, they don't take up that much memory. At least I don't remember them taking up that much memory. But yeah, but with the Steam Deck, I would imagine that yeah, if you have a lot of games on there, it's gonna be the same thing. Like it's gonna take up a lot of memory and stuff. But other than that, I'm like, here's what I have to say. I guess like if somebody were to ask me between them two platforms, which ones do you like them? Which one do I like the most? In my opinion, I would say the Switch 2, because it comes with the docking station. With the Steam Deck, you have to go out and buy a docking station. And then yeah, and then games are just a little bit more optimized on the Switch 2 than it is on the Steam Deck. Now I will say that yeah, if you do get the same, like yeah, if you get a docking station, controller, all that stuff, then yeah, and on top of that too, it has like detachable controllers. Hold on, because I do have my Switch 2 here. Yeah, it's like the Steam Deck, it can't do that. It can't like take off the controllers and then you can sit there and be playing it and stuff. And yeah, you can't do that on those Steam Decks. So I will say that yeah, tech wise, I in my yeah, the Steam Deck, or not Steam Deck, but the Nintendo Switch 2, it's better in my opinion, but yeah, if you're wanting to get something for like PC gaming, like you don't want to go out and get you an expensive gaming PC, but you do want to play PC games, then that's when I feel like you should go and get you a Steam Deck. But other than that, if you're all like, if you have a gaming PC, getting a Steam Deck is, yeah, get it if you, I guess, if you travel a lot. But other than that, it's like, yeah, bro, it's you're not missing out on anything. If I guess like if you're all like, oh well, if I get the Switch, like am I gonna miss? No, trust me, if you have a gaming PC, then get that. But if you don't want to go out, like there's so many different options of a gaming PC, you don't know which ones to get, then that's I feel like you should get you a Steam Deck. So but because yeah, games is being optimized for the Steam Deck all the time, so it'll be in a matter of time. They'll probably be all like, oh, there's a wave of games and stuff. And I have to say that's another thing too. But I feel like you get your money's worth when you subscribe to the Nintendo online service and stuff, because they have like a subscription service. But it's out of like PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo Switch. Theirs is the cheapest. I think it's like 59.99 I think to get. Hold on for a second, let me see. Nintendo online subscription level, hold on. So they, oh no, wait a minute, they have like to compare. Hold on for a second, because they have the one website where you can compare all three of them and stuff. So they have Nintendo Switch Online, where it's like you can I guess so there was like online play, entertainment system, classic. So yeah, then there's like, so I'll explain what they offer. So yeah, they have one that's 19.99 where only one account, yeah, but it's like that for both, where only one account can use the online service or the subscription service. But yeah, online play, Nintendo Classic, Super Nintendo Classic, Game Boy Classic, Nintendo Music, game chat, and that's for the Switch 2, save, data cloud, and special offers. And then for the more expensive one, which is $49.99, so you get all those things that I named off, plus GameCube classics, Nintendo 64 classics, Game Boy Advance classics, Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and Breath of the Wild free upgrades. So they do have like a Nintendo Switch 1 version, and then they have a Nintendo Switch 2 version. And yeah, then you get to upgrade them for free. It changes the visuals up a little bit, but other than that, it's like it ain't that big of a difference and stuff. But a booster course pass, so it's like more tracks for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and then Animal Crossing New Horizons, Happy Home Paradise, Splatoon 2 Octo expansion, and Sega Genesis. I like, so like to play like old Sega Genesis games. So yeah, it's like it is $49.99 for that, then 19.99 for the cheaper version. But and I know people are gonna probably be all like, oh, you could play all those different games if you do. Yeah, you gotta like do all these different program downloads. It ain't like that stuff. It's like when you open up a Steam Deck, they have like a section. No, yeah, you have to like, in my opinion, I would say that yeah, I would rather pay the money just to have it where that stuff is. All I gotta do is just download an app from the store, and then all the games is there. You ain't gotta download every single game too. You just gotta download the app for those services, and then that's it and stuff. So yeah, with the Steam Deck, it's like yeah, I will say that I do like that they don't have you can play all the games that they have on there. Like, so yeah, you'll have to buy them, of course, but you don't have to like pay for no online services. So, but yeah, but that's the thing though, where it's like there might be some games that you want to play where it's like yeah, it's an online game, but it might not be verified for the Steam Deck. So yeah, so I'm like both consoles or handheld gaming devices, it's like they are limited in their own ways. I guess like from here on out we'll see what they're capable of in the long run, but in my opinion I say that you get more with the Switch 2, the Nintendo Switch 2, than you would with the Steam Deck. Steam Deck is good. I guess like if you're somebody that doesn't have a gaming PC, yeah, if I didn't have a gaming PC or if I wasn't a content, well, yeah, you should be able to record videos. Well, not so much as like record them directly off of the Steam Deck, but yeah, you should. Well, you probably can, but I think like if I had like a laptop and was recording videos off of my laptop, and then yeah, then I think that's when I would get like a handheld or a docking station for the Steam Deck and just play off of that and stuff. But yeah, but I'm like with me, it's like I'm a content creator. I had to have a gaming PC and all that stuff. So yeah, but other than that though, I'm like yeah, get like both are good for traveling. Both are good for gaming. I have to say they're kind of in the league of their own when it comes to gaming. But yeah, it's like if you're trying to compare them, both are limited. Like they're not capable of doing everything that a person wants them to do and stuff. So yeah, it's like Steam Deck don't even have a lot of different games verified. And then if they say that it's playable, it's like, yeah, it's like playable with quotations. It's like, yeah, it's playable. Because when I played that Tokyo Extreme Racer game, it was, yeah, it was playable. I was able to start the game up. Just that the game, I would have rather played it on my PC because it was more optimized for PC and stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm like. You don't have to worry about that with the Nintendo Switch. Every game you see on there is optimized. Yeah, there might be some games where it's like they might not look as good, but yeah, and I just think that's those games where it's like the developers, they probably was like, oh, let's just make some money and release. Yeah, no, don't do that. It's like, yeah, because there's some games, I think the Batman games, they don't really look all that good on the Nintendo Switch. Maybe the old ones, but I don't think Arkham Knight. I think yeah, that's one of those games you'll probably have to watch some videos on it and stuff. But I don't know if Arkham Knight is Steam Deck verified. I do have it. Where is that game at? Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Oh yeah, it is verified. So you would think that it would look better on this on the Switch, but yeah, I guess like you know at the end of the day it's whatever and things, but yeah, the whole comparison, I'm like, fam, both of them are in the league of their own. People got to stop with this Nintendo Switch 2 and Steam Deck comparison. It's not a fair comparison because I feel like people is probably even doing that with the Steam or the original Steam Deck and then the Nintendo Switch 1, and I'm like, fam, it's not a fair comparison. Both can do their own things, capable of doing their own things. They just don't fit in that fight and stuff. So, but yeah, but I mean if we're gonna get technical with it, then it's like, yeah, I would say in my opinion, yeah, the Nintendo Switch, it comes with more, does more, and you don't have to like jailbreak and do all these other different things to play games. It's like, yeah, it's like they might not have a big selection, but at the same time, for what they offer, yeah, you do get your money's worth. So, but anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.